Had to change the net in behind Christian Thomas, which is why we had the delay before the game. So now we're ready to kick this off with Legacy with the first pass. Nolan Lee from his own end over there for Bradford. Up through center, over the stick. And Toros trying to put that in off the boards, off the penalty box area. Lee going back in his own end after it. And to win that in the left corner from the face-off circle, he got taken down. There's an opportunity here for Oshawa, back up the other way. Led up over the line, pushing out his stick and tried to get around Sturzelchuk. Sturzelchuk with a lead pass, that goes over the stick, just in broad over the line. There's the first shot for Thomas. Kicks that one away off to the right of the goal. Kept in here at the line by Bradicka at the blue line. Coming around the other side here for an opportunity for Sterling with a pass. Kick goes over the stick there of Conlon Kennedy, and back behind the goal goes. Big head in behind the goal. Toros trying to get that out of their own end with a last lead pass there for Kennedy. He's trying to find Sterling, who's up there odd forward right now. He'll try and be the first one on the puck behind the goal. Kellett trying to get in behind the goal here for Oshawa along with number 19. There's a pass over here for Korolenko with a pass over here to Beveridge. Beveridge went over his stick there at center. Oshawa was almost caught with too many men. Toros bring this in. Nice play. Tried to keep it in there. It was Luke Stone, but it went over the line. From their own end now, Oshawa will take their time. Back in behind the goal. They'll try and fire this around the right side with a pass. Up through center for Peterson with a nice drop pass. Over the stick of Beveridge on the other side. Here comes another opportunity with a lead pass. That gets picked up here and fired all the way in here by Pye, back in behind the goal. Sterling picks that one off. Fires that one hard off the glass to try and get it around Beveridge. From their own end, off the Toros bench area, trying to flip this in and get around the checker, but Oshawa are doing a good job over there at the penalty box area to try and keep it free. Toros come away with it now for Luke Stone. He's got to get around the check there of Pye, and he gets stood up there at the line. Lead pass for Pye as he tried to get that. That's going to try and come back in his own end here for Cooper McCaslin. With a pass here to the other side, McCaslin went for another pass there for Stone that went out of his reach. Here comes Stone with it now. Up through center to try and get it around Lowen with a pass. That'll go back in behind the goal here for the Toros as he gets bumped in behind the net. Trying to win that battle behind the goal. On that left side, trying to fire it around the corner. Still kept in there, trying to do his job there was Piccolo. Coming around the other side here for the Toros. Deep in the zone there was Dobb. Kept in here at the blue line. Trying to set this up in front for a redirection. That goes in wide. From behind the goal, they'll try and jam this in. Hardy makes his first save of the game, as that was in close to the net. Taken away here by Oshawa, not out. Good play to keep that in as he fires that in wide by Cole Campbell. Coming around the boards to get that out. Gets it past McCaslin at center. And get around the check here at the penalty box area. That gets flipped deep. Kellett coming back in his own end after the puck. Lead pass for Korolenko. That'll go over here to the other side here for an opportunity for Oshawa. That shot is going in wide of the net. From behind the goal now it's number 73 trying to move it over here to the other side. Just out of the reach there, Jackman, who takes the hit. Flipping this away through center. Number 73 trying to put that back in. Puts it onto the paper. Number 73 for the Toros. Jackman puts it back in behind. And keep it over here to the other side here for Conlon Kennedy. Getting around Korolenko for an opportunity. He's got it behind his own goal now. Up through center. There's a pass up through center ice for Ethan Jackman. Jackman's got to get around two defenders with a shot. There's a stop for Hardy. And it goes in. Hardy got a piece of it, but not enough. It was able to squeak its way through, and Jackman opens up the scoring with that shot to make it 1-0. We're not sure what happened there. It looked like Hardy made the stick save, and it might have redirected right past him. So a bad break there for Hardy in the Oshawa goal, and Toros take a 1-0 lead. 10:39 left to go here in period number 1. We haven't even played 5 minutes. Peterson with a pass, and they score. A redirection out in front of the net. Beveridge finishes it off on a nice pass at the side of the goal by Peterson. He made no mistake to redirect it past Thomas. And just like that, only a couple of seconds later after Jackman scores, it's 1-1. Legacy now to take this draw now against Peterson. Beavers tried to put that in. Beavers scored the first goal here just moments ago. Drops this one back to the line. They're going over here to the other side for LePage. A shot. That's going to go in wide off the boards. From behind the goal, trying to jam this out the side of the goal. Hit the side of the net. From behind the goal now, it's Legacy going after it. Toros trying to get away from the defender. Coming around the other side here for an opportunity for Ethan Sterling with a lead pass. Beavers doesn't see it as he was going off on the bench area. Nice moves to get around the defender. Moves it up through center. And it's an opportunity now to bring this in. He's going to bring this right over the line and go for the shot. Stopped by Thomas. And no rebound as that shot was collected off the stick there of Blowen. Face off now is off to the right of Thomas. Trying to win that scramble draw. It goes back in behind the net now. Toros keeping control of it. Trying to fire it over here to the other side. Looking for a pass for Adam Piccolo. Knocked down by Nolan Lee at center. Fire it around. Trying to get it around Blowen for an opportunity with a lead pass over the stick of Jackman onto the stick of Lee, who fires that away. It gets up there for Hutchings with a pass. It comes in now for number 55, Lennox. Right in behind the goal now. He puts that. Here comes an opportunity with some speed. He's going to take this himself from his own end. All the way in. Finally, he was able to get bumped off the puck before he could shoot it. Coming around the other side there for Dobbs. Coming out there through center. McCaslin now with it. Turnover. Here comes an opportunity for Blowen. One-on-one. And he scores. Nice move there by Blowen as he takes advantage of a turnover. Makes it around Thomas. And Oshawa gets their lead, first lead of the game at 2-1. Legacy now to take this draw here at center. Toros have found themselves in a hole now, 2-1. Legacy trying to change that, but can't fire the puck at the net. Legacy trying to take it behind the goal against Kellett. In behind the goal, they try and dig that puck free. Taken away there by Kovalenko to try and get it out of his own end. It's in that right side here, Oshawa trying to get it out of the zone. 8:30 left to go here in this first period at the Del Park Home Center in Oshawa. This is the fourth game for Oshawa. They've got a loss. They've got 2 losses and a tie for Oshawa as they lost to Peterborough and they've lost to York Simcoe and tied Peterborough. This is the third game for the Toros. They've dropped both of theirs. They lost to Peterborough and to Barrie over the weekend. And then they're going to have 2 tough ones coming up on the weekend as they're going to be hosting the York Simcoe Express at the Rickard on Saturday and then having to travel to Barrie to finish off their 2-game series with them on Sunday. Up to the center there, flip all the way in. Back in behind the net there is Sterling after the puck. Coming around the other side there for Zane Dwyer. Dwyer saw the pressure on there by Beavers, trying to tip it past Peterson. Peterson tried to keep it in there at the line. Now Pye comes after it. He'll turn it over there and the Toros come away with it with Sterling with a pass over here through center. Trying to cut in here over the line there was waiting for a pass out in front of the goal, but the puck is in behind the net. Back to the line for Dwyer. Shot to the goal. That'll go in wide past the blocker hand of Hardy. Sterling comes in from the line. Good job by him to keep it in. Now it'll be Oshawa out of their own end with a pass. Trying to get around Luke Stone here for an opportunity. He'll backhand it back behind his own net. Sterling's there to try and fire it away. Got kept in here by Blowen from behind his own goal. Blowen turns it over. Toros can't get rid of it. Here comes a shot by Lee with a shot. That hits a player on the way through. Toros get that down the ice by Stone. All the way down to Ricing. Face off now is off to the left of Christian Thomas. Your goal scorers, Jackman opened it up, and Beveridge and Blowen have countered for Oshawa so far here in the first period. Back goes over the stick of Bratica. That leads to an opportunity for Legacy, but Bratica was able to regroup himself and get rid of that puck. Up through center comes Oshawa. Coming in through center. Tipped away here for Lennox, trying to get away from the defender. He'll fire to himself here at the face-off circle. Sends one out of front, just over the stick there. Trying to keep this in at the line. Nice play by Blowen, he backed it up. Blowen waiting for a pass in front. Nobody there. Kellett's on the ice now. He'll dump it deep. Looking for a pass up through center here. That was in some feed area. So the Oshawa players try and bring it in. He gets tipped himself there for Struzalchuk. Struzalchuk can't get away from the defender. Along with Kovalenko. Late pass. Knocked down at center there. Fired right back in by Bratica behind the goal. Over here to the other side. Open ice here for Cole Campbell. He'll send that one down. And it'll go for icing. Struzalchuk now coming in to take this draw. Wins it. Back to LePage. Over here to the other side. Here's a shot that gets blocked on the way through. Nice block there. Kept in at the line. LePage. Over here to the other side now for Kovalenko. They're moving it around well, and LePage has it again. For Kovalenko with some nice moves. Back to the line there again. Here's a shot. Stopped there by Thomas. But it's still loose out in front. Taken away here by Oshawa behind the Toros net for Kovalenko. Kovalenko for Davis. Davis not being able to shoot it. He'll get it back here for Kovalenko again. Taken away by the Toros Jackman as he tries to skate through. Ethan Jackman coming up there with Conlon Kennedy. Gets away from the defender. Walks in. Shot. Nice catch save there by Hardy. And he'll hold on to it. Legacy now to take this draw up to the right of Hardy. 4:26 left to go here in period number 1. Michael Drew keeps that in there at the blue line. Puts it back in behind the goal to try and start this out here for the Toros. Taking in the boards. Here comes our first penalty of the game. Back to line again for Drew. Michael Drew to the other side. Trying to get away from the defender behind the goal. Going to get touched up here by Davis. And we'll get our first penalty coming up here for checking. Bratica is the one that goes to the box for Oshawa. The first power play of the game gets to go to the Toros here. As they look to even things up, they found themselves in a 2-1 hole after striking early on the goal by Jackman, but that got countered with goals by Beveridge and Blowen. Behind the goal goes McCaslin, and that's where he's got to start off this power play. Dropping it over here to the other side as they start this out. From his own end now is Ethan Jackman. Good job to fake that, walks right in. Couldn't shoot it. Trying to keep it back to the line. Over here to the other side, Jackman now moves over here to the defensive line with McCaslin. Back to McCaslin again. McCaslin walking it out. Drops it over here to the other side for Dobbs. And Dobbs on his backhand. Finds it over here to the other side for Brandt. Now for McCaslin again. McCaslin will walk to the center for Brandt with a shot. They score! What a goal there by Brandt. As he was waiting in the slot area, took the pass from McCaslin and slapped it home to tie things up at 2. 50 seconds into the power play. Legacy now to take this draw here at center. One there by the Toros. Move it over here to the other side for Ethan Sterling with a lead pass. Over the stick of everybody. And down into the corner for icing. Now Lennox will take this offensive draw here for Oshawa. Trying to pass Hutchings. Kept in here at the blue line. Nice play to hold that in. Behind the goal goes Dwyer. Lennox is going to try and pick him off the puck. He does. He's got Hutchings out in front, but Lennox keeps control for himself. Lennox is going to get double teamed. Hutchings is going to try and help to get it free. Behind the goal there for Blowen. Nice spin move by Blowen. Keeps control of the puck now. Now he's going to get double teamed behind the goal. Hutchings is going to try and help him. Now we're going to get our first Toros penalty, and it'll come for holding. Face off now is off to the left of Tristan Thomas. Back to the line here for Tabzewski. Tabzewski couldn't hold that. That goes down the ice. Hardy has to come out to play that. He'll leave it behind his own goal. Looking to move it around here for the other side. Kept in there by Jackman, who fires that deep. That was a bad bounce out in front of your Oshawa players, but it ricocheted away from the goal area. Out of their own end. It'll be over here to the other side of the Richard Prattica. He takes it off the boards and dumps that deep. Behind the goal now, backhanding this one away. Lee, not going to get there. Criticlow with a backhand, getting it free. Prattica from his own end backs it up and gets a pass for Hutchings. Prattica again will get it. Jackman's going to try and put pressure on Prattica. And his pass for Lennox was out of the reach. Dumped all the way back in. Good job by the penalty kill so far. Just grabbing the puck and dumping it back into the Oshawa and killing more time off on this Oshawa power play. Behind the goal is Prattica. He's going to get some bumped off the puck here in the corner, and the Toros will take advantage. They're looking something short-handed. There's a shot that gets blocked on the way through. What a great opportunity there for the first short-handed opportunity of the game. Bumped off the puck there behind the goal. Prattica doing his job. Now Peterson was helping him out. And now they come through with the puck up through center. Pass to the other side here for an opportunity to catch up with it. Is Pye. He couldn't get to it. And here comes a bouncing puck for Braden Davidson. Bringing this over the line. And we'll get a whistle. Face-off will come here at center for Legacy. Legacy with that draw. Tipping it up over the stick there. And Zdalchuk will get it here for Kowalenko. LePage over here to the other side. Nice play by Davis. Backhanding it away from the defender. Now for LePage trying to get that up through center. Over here for Davis again. Davis keeps control of it and drops it for Kowalenko. He's got to try and make it in. He got swept out the puck there by Keaton Legacy. Legacy's got a man to beat. He makes it through. Tried to make it through LePage, but LePage was able to stand him up at the last minute. Over the stick there and into the zone. Back in behind the goal there. The puck handed away. Coming around the other side here for the Toros as they move this out. Getting it around for an opportunity up through center. Legacy couldn't get through. Now Legacy will bring this in over the blue line. And finally turn it over. Back left for Ethan Sterling setting one in. And they score! Sterling shot from the line. It might have hit an Oshawa defender. Out in front and changed direction on Hardy with 2 seconds left to go here in the first period. The Toros will take a 3-2 lead to the second period. Throw it on net and good things will happen. I don't know if it hit a Toro or a general out in front of the net, but I know it redirected somehow and went down on Hardy, and he couldn't stop that redirection, which puts the Toros up 3-2 after one period of play. Legacy to take this opening draw of the second period. Lennox wins it. Prattica from his own end will pass it. It's up through center. Comes Hutchings in over the line. Hutchings will dump that deep. Get play to dump that into the corner. Over the stick of Blowen. Blowen putting pressure on. Stealing away. Trying to catch up to here to the other side. There was Legacy. He comes through with a pass. Stop there. But we are getting a penalty out in front of the goal. And it'll come for hooking. Penalty goes to Legacy. Face-off comes in the Toros end. Oshawa. Blowen behind the goal. Trying to get to that loose puck. Nice spin move by Lennox behind the net. Keeps control of the puck. Lennox trying to set it back to the line here for LePage. LePage to the other side. Trying to get a shot through the screen. Not going to be able to get it through was Davis. Getting away from the checker. Back for Davis again. Over here to the other side here. Trying to shoot it from the face-off circle. It'll be Lennox picking that up. Now it's an opportunity back to the line again for Davis. Davis is going to make a nice move to spin away from the check. And now it's Peterson trying to put it behind the goal. Back to the line again there for Davis. Davis with a shot through a screen. Stopped by Thomas. Couldn't handle the bouncing puck though. Toros trying to get it out. That's Lennox. Back to the line again for Davis. Davis again keeping good control of the puck here. Setting it up here for Lennox. Now it's a one-time chance here for LePage. Can't shoot. Here comes Davis. Davis' shot is blocked there by Jackman, who's going to try and win this race. He's short-handed. Getting tied up there by LePage, but Jackman takes it into the corner. Jackman's got a wide-open person out in front of the net in Conlon Kennedy, but can't get the puck out in front to him, and now Kennedy will go off on his change. Oshawa take it from behind their own goal and keep it back there. Jake Beaver takes it from his own end off the pass. Over here to the other side here for Davis. Davis with a pass. Toros player was picking up his stick there at the Oshawa bench. Behind the goal there's Blowing, trying to get it free. Coming around the boards here for an opportunity to clear on the backhand. Tapped in here by Tiberinsky with a shot. That gets blocked and out. Kellett coming back out here in his own end. Tiberinsky over here to the other side here for Kellett. Late pass up through center now for number 73 with a shot. That gets blocked on the way through. Nice block. Put his body on the line to block that shot to the net. Over the stick there. Toros try and put that in. Over here to the other side, they look for a pass. That goes over the stick. All the way down past Braden Davidson. Civilian. Number 73, Civilian trying to get in there to try and get it free. Right in front, backhand shot. Stopped by Hardy off Kadikalo right in front. Keeping control of it. Loses control off his footing. And then the Korolenko also falls. Face off circle, shot on the backhand, can't shoot. From behind the goal now is Kadikalo behind. So looking for the wraparound out in front, and that's not going to work. Zelchuk tried to stick to his man. Back in behind the goal here for the Toros. They look right in front. That goes over the stick. And here comes an opportunity here for Civilian with a pass. That was over the stick of Korolenko at the Oshawa bench. Civilian putting pressure on here. Up through center they come now. 2-on-1. They're trying to start it. Legacy shot right into the Oshawa Minor General's crest of Hardy. Now it's Jackman that takes the straw off to the left of Hardy. A key face off in the Oshawa end. Back to left for Blake Smith. Isn't going to be able to shoot that. Drop it for Riley Brandt. Puts it back to the side. Defenseman pair of Blake Smith and Michael Drew right there. Kept in here. No, it's going to go past Blake Smith and he'll have to come back in his own end. He'll get followed by Beveridge. Got it over here for Michael Drew, who didn't like Peterson coming on him. So gets it back again with a lead pass up through center. And it's an opportunity to bring this in for Jackman. He slapped the shot. Bradica got in the way of it and got a stick in there to block it. Directed it off to the right side. Walking out backhand. Can't get it through. That's Stone trying to step it out in front. Taken away there by the Toros again. Sending one to the goal. It's not going to get through. Another shot to the net. That doesn't get through. There's a shot. Right pad save. Right in front. Still loose from the side and just poked wide of the goal. All Toros now looking to take their first 2-goal lead of the game. Backhanded deep there by Blake Smith. Lee will take it behind the goal. Wrapped around the boards. Cut off on the wall. They're walking with a shot. And they score! There's a quick shot that goes past the glove hand of Hardy. And just like that, the Toros have a 4-2 lead. Legacy is the one who's going to get that one as he snapped it past the glove hand of Hardy. We'll get some explanation over here at the Toros bench. Now we're going to get the opportunity to drop the puck here between Lennox. One there by Legacy. Tipping it away past Hutchings. There's LePage trying to get it up there for Lennox. Over the stick there and picked up here by Oshawa. Davis from their own end. Getting around the defense. Dropping it to the other side for Hutchings. Who'll dump that deep. All the way back in behind the Toros goal. Lennox is going to win that draw on the right side. Lowen trying to help out behind the goal to get it free. Oshawa back to the line. Here comes a pass here for Davis. Davis looking for a shot. That gets blocked there by Davidson and chipped away. Good job there by Braden Davidson to put his body on the line to block that. Lowen bringing it in. He's got Ethan Sterling to beat. Sterling does a good job to stick to him. So does Legacy over here on the left side. Blowen is in there still to try and get it free, and he will. Get it back here for Davis. His shot is going to get redirected to the front of the goal, but not in. In front of the goal it goes there for Legacy to try and get it away from Blowen. Face-off circle, there's a shot, and that just whistled wide of Christian Thomas by Lennox. Back behind the goal it goes. It's going to be behind the net here for Oshawa, and it goes for icing. Zelchuk comes in to take this big offensive end zone for Oshawa, and the Toros win that big defensive end zone by Jackman. Looking for a stretch pass Up through center for Owen Dobbs. He was able to get enough of his stick on it to tip it away. Pass to Belinsky. Behind the goal there for the Toros. Coming around the other side. Getting around the defender, there's Owen Dobbs. Back in behind the net. He's getting some help. It's going to be a penalty. Coming up here to Oshawa. Behind the goal it goes. Jackman waiting out in front. Waiting for a pass. It's not going to get to him. Oshawa touch it up. And Rui will get the penalty for checking. Face-off is off to the left now of the Oshawa end. Trying to win that draw. There's Grant. Won by Oshawa. Fired around and out. That goes past Jackman. As they start this from their own end, it'll get dropped behind the goal by Thomas for McCaslin. This is game number 1 of our doubleheader. We're going to have the minor midgets coming up at 8:30 as they play Oshawa in the same arena as well. That goes in on net. It's covered up there by Hardy. The face-off is off to the right of the goal past Hardy and out. Up through center they come. Keeping it from his own end, there's McCaslin over here to the other side. Looking for some room to make his way past Peterson. He keeps control of the puck. Good job to take it behind the goal and set this up. Riley Brandt. He's got one of the goals. He tied things up at 2 on a power play in the first period. And then the Toros took the lead right before the end of the first and have added to that in the second period on a goal by Legacy. But they still got 1 minute left to go on this power play on the penalty to Korolenko. McCaslin over here to the other side from the face-off circle. Keeping it back to the line again from McCaslin. McCaslin, a shot to the net. And that gets covered up there by Hardy. Face-off is coming off to the left end. Trying to win that scramble draw. It's going back to the line here for Blake Smith. Smith likes it, gets it over here for Braden Davidson. Back down low again into the corner. Good play there by Kennedy who got it back to the line. Trying to catch with it. Looking for Conlon Kennedy now, who was over his stick. Kennedy will get it back here for Davidson. Again, back to the line here again. Moving it around well with Smith. There's a drop past the other side. Stepping into one was Jackman. Stopped by Hardy, but right there on the doorstep to clean it up and make it 5-2 out in front of the goal. Rebounds out in front of the net. Again, Toros took advantage of that one as the initial save was made by Hardy off the left pad, but nothing he could do off the rebound off his pad right in front of the goal. Got deposited into the back of the net, and now the Toros have a 3-goal lead and 2 power play goals already here in the game. Trying to get around here for Davis's Legacy. Legacy trying to get through. It's an opportunity here for Blowen now. Blowen from his own end for Lennox. Lennox is trying to get around the defender. It's drop pass there for Blowen, and it's offside. Face-off coming here from center. It'll be Lennox taking the draw. It's up against Jackman who wins it. Dropping it back here to the other side. Good plays here by Blake Smith. Smith goes for the pass up through center. They're looking to tip this in. They will. Getting into the corner here. They've got a man sitting at the front of the goal. That's Owen Dobbs. Dobbs trying to win the battle down low. Along with Kadiklo to try and get it free. That's just over the glove hand of Blake Smith down the corner. Behind the goal. It'll be picked up there by Drew behind his own net. That was a pass picked up by Blowen who shoots it. That gets scooped up off the ice by Christian Thomas. Strzelczak now to take this draw. Won by the Toros. They try and dump this away. That goes down the ice. Brandt catching up to it. Riley Brandt along with Stone. Can't get one to the front of the net. But Brandt is still on the puck, and so is Luke Stone to try and get the puck free. Along with Legacy. He can't send one out in front of the goal. That's going to get kept in from the line. Tipped on the way through and goes in wide. Trying to catch up to it now with Zane Dwyer. Dwyer trying to get it free along with Brandt. Can't get one to the front of the net though. Lead pass is broken up nicely there by Stone. For Dwyer, he'll put the brakes on and try and get around the defender with a hard pass off the boards. From his own end, Bradica with it now. Off the boards, up through center, over the stick there of Cavilian. Cavilian trying to put that in. He'll find Strzelczak. Strzelczak's pass is read well by Dwyer, but he can't get it out of his own end. Strzelczak comes back up with it. He's off to the corner and drops it in there for Cavilian with a pass. Here's Kovalenko. Kovalenko takes it behind the Toros end. Davis with a good job to pinch in and holding it for the line. They play to dump that away. Legacy hard after the puck, but LePage will beat him to it. LePage is trying to win the battle behind the goal. He'll get away from the defender and skate this away. The lead pass up through center was picked up by McCaslin. McCaslin with some moves. Good drop pass for Jackman at center. Couldn't get to it. Over the stick and back into the zone. Davis from his own end. See the pressure on there. Moves it to the other side. They're trying to tip this away against Peterson. Kept in here at the blue line and pushed deep in behind the goal. Taking this away there was Beveridge in through center. Beveridge looking for the shot. Not going to be able to shoot it. Drops it back to the line instead. Taken away by the Toros and picked up here by Pabaziski. Pabaziski couldn't put that back into the Toros end. Get pressure on here by Jake Beveridge. But the pass got through. Here comes Jackman bringing it in. Jackman all the way in, can't shoot it. And they collide with Hardy as he came out of the goal. From their own end, they'll start this out. Trying to get around the defender. He'll flip it deep. Right back in behind the Toros net. They're going for a pass up through center. That was for Braden Davidson just over his reach. Down the ice and into the corner for Bradicka. Lowen coming after it. He'll fire it around the other side. Lennox will fire this around. Back in behind the Oshawa goal again. So lead pass for Blowen. He's not going to get near with it as the pass for Kadiklo is over his stick. Still over here for Oshawa to bring this in. That is Hutchings taking his way to the front of the goal, but not going to be able to shoot it. Hutchings and Lennox trying to get to the front of the net. Blowing a shot. It's a weak one and on goal, and it's easily corralled there by Thomas. Face-off now is off to his left. Won by Oshawa as they try and tip that in. Back behind the goal here for the Toros as they lead this out. Trying to find some open ice through center. It's picked up there and turned over by LePage. Owen Dobbs trying to help out Legacy on the other side. Through. Over here to the other side, they look for a pass. The lead pass for Kadiklo was over his stick and onto the tape of Kovalenko. Kovalenko trying to win the race. He gets driven into the boards, and that'll be a penalty coming up here to the Toros. And it's going to come for boarding. Face off deep in the Toros end. 1:41 left to go here in period number 2. So Oshawa will at least have a power play for the rest of this period if they aren't able to convert on it. And then they'll have a power play for 21 seconds to start period number 3. If they can't score on this one. Up through center. Here comes an opportunity to bring this in for Jackman short-handed. He has it knocked away nicely on defense by LePage. Beveridge can't get around. Nice play by Sterling. Sterling from his own zone will start this out with a pass. That rolls past everybody. Back into the corner. Hardy coming out of his own net to play that. Tipping it away for Zane Dwyer with a bouncing puck. Turned over there on the other side by Pye. From behind their own goal, Oshawa will keep control of it. And they'll let Peterson take it from his own end. Peterson coming up through center to start this power play out into the last minute of play. Peterson took that all the way to the goal before he lost control and couldn't shoot it. Davis kept that in. Chip deep behind the goal there for an opportunity for Beveridge. Peterson couple whacks away at it, trying to get control back with the puck. Peterson back to the line for LePage. LePage does a good job to get away from the defender. LePage again gets it. Over here to the other side here for Davis. Davis sees the pressure on. Good job to put pressure on his man there. Kept in at the line. Here's LePage again. LePage can't shoot it. Kept in here by Kovalenko with a shot to the net. Right to the front and over the stick of Pye. Great opportunity there for Pye, but it bounced over his stick at the last moment. And that's going to do it for period number 2. A big period again for the Toros as they had a 3-2 lead going into the second period. And they'll take a 5-2 lead to head to the final frame when we come back. 18 seconds left to go on the power play for Oshawa. On that late penalty to the Toros, they weren't able to convert in that last minute or so, so they get 18 seconds to work with for period number 3. Back to line, a quick shot, skipping in wide to start things off. Right in front of the goal, that'll get taken away. I kept this out of the zone there was Davidson, couldn't get one to the front of the net. Coming right in on goal, not going to be able to shoot it. That was a great opportunity, swept away off its stick. Coming away there was Kovalenko, couldn't get to it. Here comes Legacy through center. Legacy trying to get his way through. So tip it right back in behind the goal to try and walk out here for the Toros. He's not going to be able to get away from the defender, Bradicka. Behind the net there was Legacy to try and get it free. Oshawa not going to be able to get it right. Good play. Keep that in at the blue line. Back in behind the goal for Legacy to start it off. Played a minute and so here in period number 3. Toros have killed off the penalty. There's a shot on net. It's not going to, that went through the legs of the defender right in front. I don't know if it hit him out in front of the goal as he was trying to get out of the way. Sterling trying to tip it away from Cavalier on the other side. Captain here at the blue line, a shot from the line. It hits an Oshawa player, and they get the opportunity to come out on the other end. Great move there by Kovalenko to bring it in, swept off his stick. And then Kovalenko will wrap that right back around, right back in behind the goal, taken away by Sterling. Sterling will pick that off. His pass is picked up by Beveridge, who will dump that deep. Right back in behind the Toros, trying to get it away with Stone. He couldn't get it around the defender. Up to center ice they come, trying to bring this in over the offensive line. Hit into the boards, and that's going to leave a mark. And the stick broke into the boards as well. Jackman was the one that took the hit there and got his stick stuck in the boards as he was taking the hit. So he's got to try and regroup himself over at the bench area. Had to be carried off. Here comes an opportunity up through center with Peterson. He gets hit into the boards. Bringing this one over the line. Taken away by Oshawa. With a stretch pass through center for Peterson. Peterson's on his own here, and he scores! Peterson scores on a breakaway to make things 5-3. Face off from center, won by Oshawa. Back in their own end, that gets steered away by Hardy. A lot of time left, and Oshawa cut it to a 2-goal lead now. And over the line comes Blowen. He's going to try and go for more. Blowen's in. That time he got stopped there by Thomas. Earlier on, Blowen scored on a breakaway. This time, Thomas had his number with a big right pad save. Keeps us at a 2-goal deficit as that goes offside. Legacy's going to take this draw here at center. Poke it in here for Adam Kadiklo. Kadiklo trying to get around the defender behind the goal. Keeps control of it, gets it back to the line and get pushed in behind the goal, trying to get that on the other side. Went for the hit on the other end, trying to take it away into the boards area. Bradicka trying to stick to his man in behind the net. Taken away there by Oshawa as Peterson is hit into the boards by Legacy. Coming around the other side here for Oshawa is Kovalenko. That's going to go wide in the goal. Trying to find it here at the side. Can't get one to the front of the net. That'll roll in all the way down the ice for icing. Jackman now to take this offensive draw off to the left of Hardy. Trying to dig away at that one. Free again for Jackman, who can't get to the front of the net. Taken away here by Oshawa, can't get it out of their own end. Jackman trying to control his man there, Peterson, as that gets dumped deep. Back in behind there for Zane Dwyer, he'll get it and backhand it away. Late pass for Conlon Kennedy with a tip pass for Jackman the other side. Braden Davidson gets sprung in. Davidson shot pass, Jackman shot. Just enough of it there from Hardy. He got a piece of it off his left hand. There's a shot that's not going to get through. Hit his stick and rolled in wide right of the net. Trying to win that battle on the right side. It gets back to the line and taken away there by the Toros. Jackman with a nice pass. Here comes a shot, and they score! No, it didn't go in. It hit the post. I thought that made its way in there for the Toros, but went off the post area. Hardy catches a break as that goes off the left post. Zane Dwyer picks this up at center now. Dwyer going for a pass through center ice and tipped in by Kennedy. Oshawa bringing this over the line, blowing, going end to end, blowing back in, steered aside by Thomas. And then another injury there in the corner to the Toros, Sterling, as he tries to get back up. Finally, it's up to his feet, but they did blow the whistle just in time. Face-off is off to the right now of Thomas. Won by Oshawa. They go for a shot to the net. Not going to make it through. Steered aside and tipped out, capped in by LePage. Hutchings trying to get around the defender. Can't get it out. Here comes an opportunity for Stone out of his own end. Overskated it. Here comes Hutchings now. Hutchings will dump that in the corner for McCaslin and going after it now. Cooper McCaslin will tip it behind his own net. To start things off, it's behind the goal. They go for a pass to the other side. It'll get up here for Legacy as they lead this in. Legacy's got to get around the defender. Can't shoot it. Keeps control of it. Back in behind the goal now. Back to the line now. It's an opportunity to shoot it to the goal. Stopped there by Hardy on that shot by Cole Campbell. Campbell's trying to stick to his man as Hutchings is going to the net. There's a shot, and it's pitched through past Thomas, and they get 5-4. Face off here from center now to be taken by Jackman. New pass up there for an opportunity to bring this in there was Strzelczak, rolling it right in on that. That's going to get covered up here by Hardy. Face off is in deep, off to the left of Hardy. Q1 here for the Toros. Jackman is out there to take it. In the offensive end, tries to win it back to the line. He will. And it gets backhanded deeper by Michael Drew into the corner. Back in behind the goal. They're trying to win the race to dig that puck free for a scoring opportunity. Jackman gets it back to the line. There's a shot on net. It's not going to make it through there from Blake Smith. Back up the other way they come here for Peterson. Peterson can't get around the defender. Then he gets taken down. And that's going to be a penalty coming up here to Michael Drew. Peterson's going to take this draw now that's off to the left of the Toros end. Backhanding this away is Dwyer. Sending it the length of the ice is the Toros up through center. Back into their own end, and retrieving it is Davis. Still 8 minutes left, and that 5-2 lead that the Toros had after 2 periods has been cut to a goal, and it's now an Oshawa power play to try and tie things up. So a big comeback here by Oshawa here in the 3rd period. Here's a shot, going in wide, picked up there by Pye off the board. Pye, back down low here for Beavers as they try to set it up. Pye for Beavers again, out of front, stopped there, might have caught the pad of Thomas, backhanded away, kept in and over the stick of LePage. From their own end they start this out. Time for the hit up through center. Bringing this over the line there is Peterson, can't shoot it, keeps control of it though. Gets it back to the line for LePage. Over here for Davis. Davis, some pressure on there by Riley Brandt. A good job by him. And Sterling will get it and send it down past Davis. Right into Hardy as he stops that one aside. Drops it for LePage, who's got to keep it behind his own net. Looking up through center here for Oshawa with a pass for Hutchings. Hutchings is bringing this in. He's not going to be able to shoot it. Keeps control of it though for Lennox. Lennox will cut it out from the face-off circle. Back to the line over the stick of Bradica. Found by the Toros and sent down the ice. Back into the corner with those. Hardy will leave that out behind the goal now. Trying to get this from behind the net. Taken away here by Oshawa as they go for a lead pass for Blowen. Blowen couldn't make its way through, but Hutchings is going to try it. Hutchings can't shoot it. There's one. That gets blocked on the way through. Good block there by the Toros as they get that out. From their own end, they try and flip this away. That's a high stick as it gets touched up here by Bradica. Now it's going to be Legacy to take this draw just outside of the blue line. It's picked up here by Kovalenko. Turned over there to Toros as they dump that away past Kellett. From their own end they go. Kudazinski tried to get it out of his own end. Trying to tip that to himself, back in behind the goal was Kudiklo. There's a lead pass up through center. They bring this in. Right in on it. That hit the side of the goal. Trying to fire this out of their own end. Piccolo from his own zone will clear this away onto the stick of Kellett, who backhands that in. Tipping that off the boards and out. Here comes Strzelczyk at center. The lead passes over Korolenko down the ice, and it goes for icing. The face-off now is off to the left of the Oshawa end. Over here to the other side, they're going for a pass up through center. That'll get tipped in deep. Back in behind the Toros goal, that goes. Ty coming after it in his own end along with Peterson. Back to the line for LePage. He's not going to be able to shoot the puck. Coming around the other side here for the Toros. They're trying to get the fight. It's a lead pass up through center. That's not going to get through. From their own end, he's getting after this. Back in his own zone goes Conlon Kennedy. There's a pass. That's going to roll past everybody and go for icing. Face off now is off to the right of the goal. Radika, there's a shot. Stopped there by Thomas on that one-timer. Kept in here by Lennox. Back to the line. Radika. Here comes Lennox. One-timer. Not going to get it to the front of the net. From behind the goal, they flip this away. Lee going to try and keep it in. Lennox couldn't do it. It's over here on the other side, and the Toros take it away and fire that around the boards, blowing, trying to cut it off on the wall. 4 minutes left to go here in a one-goal game. Lee coming back after it in his own end. Trying to get it up there for Lennox. There's an offside there. It's going to be called to the Toros. From their own end, they'll skate this away and look for some open ice for Blowen. Blowen's bringing this in over the line. Trying to get through, but he got stood up nicely by Sterling. But it's still loose and they score from the side of the net by Lennox to tie things up at 5. Face off here from center. So now, that 5-2 lead is gone and we're in a tie game at 5. Sterling will dump that deep back in behind the goal. Trying to cut this off on the wall. Walking out on his own. Trying to shoot it. Gets back to line for Ethan Sterling with a shot to the net. Can't almost redirect it at the side of the goal. Legacy coming after it now. Cutting out for the shot. That goes in wide past Howdy. Keeping that in there at the blue line with Ethan Sterling. Sterling does another good job to try and keep that in. Turned away to Oshawa with a lead pass up through center. Here comes Pavilion with a shot. Kicked aside by Thomas. Pavilion trying to get this back in his own end. Tapped in here at the blue line. There's a shot. Trying to get redirected to the front of the goal. Backhanded wide of the net. Dwyer picks it up now. Dwyer's trying to get it out of his own zone. That'll get cleared away. And back into the Toros end. It gets scooped up there by Ethan Sterling as he starts this in. Sterling bringing this up through center. He gets an opportunity to take this all the way into the corner where he gets bumped off the puck. Taken away by Oshawa as they get the opportunity to clear. All the way right back in by Ethan Jackman. Right back in behind the Oshawa goal. Piccolo trying to get there. And we get a whistle. Too many men on the ice penalty going to Oshawa with 2:31 left to go on the clock. So another opportunity knocks here for the Toros. They've lost their lead that they had here to start the third period at 5-2, but they get another opportunity to try and take it back with a late power play here, trying to take advantage of a too many men on the ice penalty. Off to that left side. Trying to get it back there for Cooper McCaslin. He does his job to keep it in. Here comes an opportunity. Right to the front of the goal. There's a shot. Stopped there by Hardy right in close. Face off now is off to the right of Hardy. Wins it back to line. Here comes McCaslin with it now. McCaslin over here to the other side. Back to McCaslin again. McCaslin. That was a bouncing cut for Riley Brandt over his stick. Brandt gets it back again. Walks out. Riley Brandt a shot. And a goal. Rebound out in front of the goal. They score! From the side of the net. And the Toros are taking a 6-5 lead. Sterling from the side of the net was able to put that in as he was up there at forward for the power play. So Ethan Sterling right now has the game winner as he scores with 1:47 left. And the Toros took advantage of that too many men on the ice penalty. The right place at the right time there for Sterling as he took that rebound. That one comes in on net. and Sterling made sure that couldn't make one to the front of the goal there as they were coming in against Thomas. Face-off is coming off to the right of the goal. And Strzelczak is kicked out. Here comes Peterson now to take it. Peterson will just come out of the zone, come out, and Strzelczak goes right back in again. Toros get the loose puck, fire that around. That's an empty net as that comes away through center. From their own end now is Kellett after it. Kellett has it and fires it around. Captain here sends one to the goal. No way there, and they score! Into the open goal, and that makes it a 6-4 game. Sorry, 7-5 game. That makes it 7-5 now for the Toros as they put up a touchdown here in Oshawa. Up through center. Lead pass. Blowing shot. Nice block on the way through. Hardy's going back to the bench area for the extra attacker. Trying to get around the chance to dump this right in on net. It's going to go right in on goal and go into the open goal to make it 8-5. Face-off now here from center. Trying to win that draw. It's coming over here to the other side. Tipped back to the line from Michael Drew. Tipping this one away on a backhand. That'll get cleared away. Bringing this in over the blue line with a pass. Shot. Way wide of the mark there. And we'll get a whistle on the shot by Kennedy. Face-off is going to come out of the zone, so it might have hit the netting in behind Hardy. So just when it looks like Oshawa had all the momentum, scoring the 3 goals to tie things up at 5, the Toros got the late power play, and they took advantage of the goal by Sterling, and then 2 empty netters have got them once again with their 3-goal lead. Legacy tried to come through center. He'll bring this in. Pye with a pass up through center. They try and bring this in. Pye will come off into the corner as the Toros are going to take it away. Chipped out through center. LePage with it now. Over here to the other side. Now it's an opportunity here. This is going to drop Oshawa to 0-3-1, while the Toros are going to go to 1 win and 2 losses. And they're going to have a big 2 games coming up here against 2 of the top teams on the weekend. They're going to have a back-to-backer, a home game versus the York Simcoe Express, and then they'll travel to Barrie on Sunday. So they hope that this win, even though it was a little bit tight coming in the end, hopefully this win can maybe push them into a little bit of a win streak. We'll find out on the weekend when they start off against York Simcoe. Thank you for watching on this Thursday night. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.